It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Bengals coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 79. Touchdown, Bengals! Great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are... Just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 30! 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Kendrick, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
On third down, Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Miller. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense, they can't get the stop here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. It's Young on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Not a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll go in the box as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down now, McKay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Out of the gun, it's Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, Kendrick. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On second down, here's Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, he'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And Young's throw there incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And 10, Young. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Defensively, at second down. On first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air once more, Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike, bye-bye.
Young.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here is Young. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 155 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Kendrick, room to run again. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
they'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, it's Young. And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Young off the play fake. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Kendrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Kendrick, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On second down, Kendrick, he's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards. And the Ravens extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 35 on second down, Young toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been bumped. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. A big offensive explosion.